Legend tells of a mighty warrior, one with fists of steel and heart of gold. He is known by many names, the Dragon Master, the wielder of the rigid hoses, but I know him by one name. The name? Joss Woodyard. Those of you who don't know this guy, Joss Woodyard built this. Let's just pause for a moment to take it in. Now, if you look very closely, you may realize that he built that with Lego. He built that. And he also built this, and this, and this. And he also won Lego Masters. You see, I'm not the best at Lego or the best at pretty much anything, but there's one thing I think I'm okay at. I think I am okay at being a Joss Woodyard fan, and I'm going to try to build like him. So, how do I do that? First thing I did was start on the face for Puss in Boots. The face is always the most important part. From what I've learned in the past few years is that you could put a good face on basically anything, and it'll still look like the person you wanted it to be. Now here's the thing though, I'm terrible at making faces. The thing I'm having trouble with are these pieces. There's a technique in the Lego community called MPU, or nice parts usage, where you use pieces in an unexpected way. Example, we have these Wolverine claws. Over here, these claws were used for beating up bad guys. Here, I'm using it for cat whiskers. Over here, they're using it for creating a flying Indian bullet that explodes when it hits people. Over here, I found a way to use it for Puss in Boots' hat. Joss Woodyard is a master at this technique. Let's just look at the eye for a second. Just the eye. Just looking at it, we could already see a silver helmet, a white tooth, and a pink flower. This is why I love this guy so much. Look at that. As you could tell from my build so far, it is nothing close to Joss Woodyard's. But I think I have something he doesn't have. I have the power of the ring. Since ancient times, people have used the rings as a way to bond two people together. They used it to create treaties between enemies and also used it for invisibility. But I have a strategy unlike all of them. I am going to use the ring for a Lego cat nose. Yes, you heard me right. A Lego cat nose. You see, the cool thing about the ring are the two stud holes on the side. Before I knew about this, I used to do this. Or this. This is very large and will not work on the scale that we are building. But with this ring, I could do this, and I could connect the nose to the mouth. And you see, although the face looks extremely bad, it is starting to look somewhat like a cat. Kind of. Actually, not really. But while I don't really have a cat head, I have these pieces. These are slope curves. As their name implies, they are slopes and they have curves. The rest of the face for Puss was basically made out of this and tiles. With Puss in Boots' head finished, now I have to work on the other head I have. Death. I remember seeing this guy for the first time. If you haven't watched the movie, trust me, you want to watch it. If you don't know who this guy is, think of season 1 of Netflix Daredevil that lives in Zootopia. Yes, Death is that cool. So, how am I going to make the greatest animated character of all time? Remember how I said my superpower was the ring? I'm sorry, that was actually a big lie. My real superpower, though, is actually the banana. Like the ring, since ancient times, the banana was also used to bond two groups of people together. It was also used as a way to make people invisible in the Lord of the Rings series. However, I developed a strategy to use the banana in a far more superior way. No, I'm not making a Lego cat nose, no. I'm making a Lego wolf eyebrow. You see, this is Dead's face. You may notice it does not look like Dead's face. But using this piece, and this piece, and this piece, I can do this. And now, although it still doesn't look like Dead's face, we do have a banana eyebrow. That is an improvement. Now for the rest of the face, I try to do something that Joss Woodyard is very good at. I don't know what this is called, but professional builders often use one big piece to fill in a whole area. Like, let's look at another of Joss's builds. The whole stomach is a hot air balloon. Of course, you could have done something like this, or something like this, but using a hot air balloon is smart, and it makes it look cleaner. The best Lego builders know how to do this extremely well, and know how to do this perfectly. That is why I messed up in every way possible. It started like this, but then this happened, and then a bunch of stuff over here happened, and now it doesn't even come close to what Joss could do. But I did make a face, and although it looks like a cross-eyed coyote, if I could do the rest of the figure well, I could possibly make it look like death. Maybe. Actually, probably not. If the rest of the figure was like this, I could maybe make it look okay, but Death's body is like this. And I have a challenge that even Joss Woodyard has never faced before. This is a cloak. Joss Woodyard is very smart and he uses official LEGO piece capes to do cool stuff with them. You may have realized by now, I am not smart. I don't have a cape, so I'm going to try to brick build it. So, how do you build a cape? Building a cape is easy. Let me show you how to make the cape in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Start by finding the image you want. Step 2. Copy the image and put it into Paint 3D. Great! You're almost there. Step 3. Now with the image, connect them and put a town inside like this. And when you flip towards the hood, you move the tiles and make the legs up and move it behind the back. Now that you have completed that step, you just have one more step. It's time to do it again for Puss. So, I have a cape and I have a cloak. However, there's one more thing I need to make. Could you figure it out? Yes! We need some weapons. This is the circle thingy that Death has, and this is the sword that Puss has. Now, you may be wondering, do they transform? No, they do not. I tried to do a thing, and it turned out to be a disaster, so no, they do not. With the weapons, the head, and the cloak done, there's only one little tiny detail we are missing. We are missing the body. You see, Joss Woodyard knows how to make a body. He does this thing with flex tubed, angle hinges, and slope curves. I did this. I also did this. Yeah, that's Wolf's body. I also try to do some arms and legs using fancy techniques, like this one. This one involves using shoulder pads for hands, connecting bionicle joints to the body, and creating the arm thicker using 2x2 inverted round plates. For Puss in Boots, I use hinges. Yeah, that's it. And with that last piece, and like 700 more that were used to make a background, I have created a LEGO Puss in Boots. Yes, I am done. Here are the results. Yeah, so I built a Dreamworks set, and it was all inspired because of Joss Woodyard, so please follow him. He builds a lot better than me. Bye.